Hello everybody, this is Val with This Is How You Do It, and I just got through doing my warm-up to do my walk, and that warm-up had me breathing hard for a little while, just for a little while, and I just did my hair, wash and go. Getting y'all a close-up of my wash and go. Hope it ain't got too close to you. Oh goodness. Well, you know the grass need cutting. Look. Now, I was looking at this grass right here. You know, you see that grass right there? Now, my Willie brother stay back there in that, way back there in that house back there. Now, this land right here belongs to his uncle. Okay, now his uncle don't come down here and see about the property, don't do nothing, don't cut the grass, don't pay nobody to cut the grass, but because it's in front of our property or in front of his, you know, coming in and make the place look bad, so that's what happened around here. The neighbors cut the grass because they want the area looking nice. When people abandon their property and don't come see about it, the grass look like it's cut, look like somebody stay around there. But the people that actually own the property, they don't cut their grass. They don't even come down here and check on it. Like our property in, you know, I'm pointing now, probably right there, a little strip right there, but I always come all the way down to probably right there. Okay, and then you got his cousin stay in that house right there, which is empty. So we'll either cut the grass there, or his brother that live down there cut the grass. Okay, now I've been doing that for years. Been doing it for years. People won't even give you $20 to cut the grass, even when $20 was enough gas money to cut the grass. Now, I said that to say this. Willie brother cutting that grass, and his lawnmower then got messed up. He got a zero turn. But you know what? I heard the old people say one time, cut in front of your own house before you start cutting in front of other folks' house. See, it's a plenty of times Willie got stuck out there in that field, and we hadn't even started cutting our grass, but he started to cut that grass first and work his way to our house. And I started telling him, cut in front of your own house first, then go out there and try to cut in front of somebody else's house. Yep. Cause your shit tear up, them folks ain't gonna help you get it fixed. They ain't even offer you no gas. Now one time, you know where I showed you the brick house? That lady paid one person one time $150 to cut the grass. And Willie told her, so if you just give me $20 a month, I'll keep the grass cut. She wouldn't even give him that. But that's the way people do you. They do family like that. But strangers, they'll open their whole wallet for them. Sure will. And you live right there and can keep it cut for them. But she paid that person that thing one time, and Willie been cutting it ever since, him and his brother. So, and now Willie's brother lawnmower tore up. Well, you know how people say sweep in front of your own door before you try to sweep in somebody else's door? Or they say glass houses shouldn't throw rocks. I don't know. Just different little sayings some people say. I need to start my walk now. I need to speed up, y'all. I may have to put y'all down, but let me show you where I'm at before I put you down and turn you back on. I'm that far from the house, and I hadn't made it to the goose and the gander yet. I think I'll probably cut y'all right now and turn you back on at the stop sign, okay? It's at the stop sign, y'all. Yep. Walking my way back. On the way back to the house. Yeah. This is my 10th day, I think, y'all. This is the last day for me of the challenge that was put out about doing something for your cardio or walking for your heart. And with me having high blood pressure and high cholesterol, I joined that challenge, you know. But they were doing an hour of cardio. But see, I couldn't do an hour when I started. The Lord is blessing me, you know. I'm still, you know, breathing a little labored, but that's fine. You know, it's not as labored as it was when I first started. And I'm actually enjoying it, you know. Give me a chance to get out the house, get some of this good sun, this vitamin D from the sun. You know, not direct sun, people. Don't lay out there and try to get yourself a golden cooked brown. No, not that sun. Because things we do when we're young affect us when we get older. Okay, now I'm getting that early morning sun, and that late evening sun is the good sun. That direct sun during the heat of the day is not good. Hi. So you don't need to do that. I was speaking to one of the neighbors. I didn't want to put them on YouTube, you know, so I kept the camera turned to me. Well, I was thinking about some things, you know, as I do my walk, things just pop into my head, you know. Yeah. Let me put my arm down. Here come a truck, y'all. Somebody that's supposed to be at work. Yeah. But y'all know about that. And I won't put them on camera because no evidence on my part. What I mean by supposed to be at work, they went to work this morning and came right back home. They went to work about 5 o'clock, and it's about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Yeah. Well, people like to come home for breakfast, I guess. That's all I can see. Coming on. Get him one of them old country nods. Willie hate that. He hate that. He feel like, he said, what's wrong with your mouth? You can't speak to me, or you can't raise your hand. He don't like folks to nod at him. He think they are important. You know, sedity. Forgot where they came from. Well, I told him before I met him, I said, I used to nod at people. He said he don't like that. He think it's a sign of disrespect. I ain't know that. Oh, goodness. And I like documenting my walk with y'all because the first time I turn on the camera and tell y'all I just came back from my walk and I don't be breathing labor at all, y'all be like, yeah, now she just turning on the camera saying she went on her walk. She ain't been nowhere. She ain't even breathing hard. Matter of fact, she ain't even sweating. Well, you know what? I think it's going to come to a point Well, I'm gonna have to do this walk more than one time. I'm probably gonna have to walk up to the stop sign 2 times or 3 times, but I think it's gonna work up to that. Because when I walk up there, it's gonna be with such ease, it's gonna feel like I ain't did nothing. So I'm gonna have to do it again. Yeah. When you feel like you haven't did anything when you do your exercises, double it. Yeah. But if you do something and you can feel it, it makes you tired, makes your arms hurt, your legs hurt, and you got it to whatever you was trying to get to, well, maybe you done did enough. You know? Because if you do 5 count or something, and you breathing like this, because you did 5, you did enough. But if you did 5, and you still looking like me like now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you stop. No labor, no nothing. Okay. Then it's time for you to put 10 on it. You know what I mean? Sure enough. That's when your body can stand a little bit more. Yeah. Whew. Looking over there, y'all. That's what I'm doing. First time I ever really walked in the woods, y'all, was with Willie. It's something about that man that causes me to trust him. First time I went on a boat was with Willie. First time I rode on a bike was with Willie. First time I rode in a big truck, an 18-wheeler, was with Willie. Okay. All of those things are scary to women, you know. But he commands a trust, you know what I mean? And that's a good thing. I like that about him. I trust him. You know? And I have felt trust in a person before, you know, within my first marriage. And once I felt like I couldn't trust him no more, and the trust was violated, I didn't feel safe, we broke up. Now, once a person don't make you feel safe anymore, I don't think you're supposed to be with them. Because it's not so much the trust that I have in him, I feel safe with him too. So, if I didn't feel safe with him, I would have been gone. You feel me? Because it don't take me 2 seconds to say, hey, I'm through. You be thought, oh, you ain't going nowhere. Okay. Keep thinking it. She ain't going nowhere. As sure as the trust is broken and the security is not there, for as not money, safe in your arms security. If that, nope. I'm not talking about somebody prevent him from taking care of me. I'm talking about just like betrayal safety. You know, just stuff that the man could have prevented but didn't prevent because he wasn't looking out for you. That kind of stuff. Something to think about. I guess this is what I probably entitled this. I'm gonna have to review it first and call it something to think about. You know, do you feel safe? Do you feel secure? Do you feel loved? Can you look in that man's eyes when he talks to you and you can actually see love coming from him? Or do you feel hatred and resentment coming from him? You know, something to think about. When you feel that person don't care what happened to you. So they're not concerned about your well-being no more. Wow. Okay now. I'm almost to the house, y'all. I'm almost to my driveway. And actually, y'all don't hear me huffing and puffing right now, do you? Look. Do that thing, do that thing. Yup. And this has just been 10 days, y'all. 10 days. And I don't know if I look any better, but hopefully this walking is bringing me to a new health. I'm almost at the house. I'm gonna have to turn this thing off. I'm not gonna turn it back on when I go in the house because I already made 2 videos. I showed my cream eyeliner and my wash and go. Yeah. And this is my walk video. And this is Val with This Is How Who She Do It. And I'll be talking to all of you beautiful, beautiful people later. Bye-bye now.